Well, I'd been thinking about it for quite some time, and I had seen the program being advertised when it came into being. I think it was 1991. And I thought, this is always something I'd really like to do. And and over the years, I've either visited or kept in contact with the school. And I was coming to a point of a career change and a change of a location to live. And having come here, I was very impressed, of course, with the surroundings, but also with the way the degree was set up and the flexibility I could have. And doing it part-time or doing it in a very concentrated way. So I thought it was a great place to be. And there really wasn't anybody else or any other school out there with the amount of experience over 20 years or so by the time I came along to do a DBA. So for me, it was really a very easy choice. It had been quite some time since I had done research when I arrived here or when I started the program in 2008. And the research skills I had from 3 decades plus before that were quite rusty. So the MSc on the front end was very useful to refresh, but also to come up to speed what had happened over the last 3 or 4 decades, which was quite immense in terms of the amount that there was out there now to read, but also the technology that's there to help you do it has come a huge distance. So the technology has become terrific, but the amount you now have to find an area to do research in has become more difficult because there's so much being written out there. So that was quite an eye-opener. The structure of the MSc was very useful to bring you up to speed in terms of what you needed to do. And it has it nicely laid out. It's doable I think in a fairly good pace in a year and a half. It's quite doable. It's very focused. You can find and carve out your niche in the research that you want to do, and by the time you finish it, you're pretty well ready to either start to collect data for your thesis, for your DBA thesis, and to take it from there. It's opened up a number of other avenues of things I'd like to explore. It certainly has given me a better grasp of the subject area in which I was researching, which I didn't have before. I had a lot of practical experience, but not a great deal of theoretical or research experience in the area of health and management. And that is a huge area, not only in the UK, but a lot of Western countries are struggling with how do we make the best of our health systems in terms of what is affordable, what we need to do, etc. So I think it positions me either career-wise or the next job or the next consulting piece. And so I think that's certainly one of the most important parts that I get, or pieces I get out of it. I quite often talk to people that come to visit about what they think they may like to do with it. I would first of all, I would encourage them to really think it through. Talk to a number of people that have either gone through it or are currently in it. Talk to faculty. And give yourself some pause for thought. This is a big commitment in terms of time and your personal life, etc. But and I think when you think it through and think through in terms of how much time it may take, I think, and to be well prepared to be committed to it. So I think you have to come with the idea of, I'm going to commit myself to this and to do it within a respectable period of time and not to procrastinate and just do it.